In a world fueled by filters, false pride, and digital masks, something ancient stirs beneath the surface. Not a trend, not a fad, but a call, deep, primal, unshakable. A call back to truth, back to roots, back to real power. This is not for those who want easy. This is for those who crave evolution. The kind forged in sweat, not comfort. Built in silence, not spotlight. This is Iron Roots, the awakening of raw power. There was a time when strength wasn't measured by likes, views, or how perfect your angles were. It was measured by the weight you carried, physically, mentally, emotionally. It was shown in how you stood back up when life dropped you to your knees. Now we return to that truth. The Iron Roots movement is not just about lifting, it's about awakening. It's about digging deep into who you are when everything gets stripped away. When the comfort fades. When the noise dies down. What's left? That's who you really are. You want real transformation? Start with the barbell. Start with early mornings. Start with showing up when nobody's watching. Every rep you grind through, that's a brick in your foundation. Every drop of sweat, that's a layer of armor. Every time you push past failure, that's raw power awakening from within. This world wants you soft, wants you distracted, wants you scrolling, settling, doubting yourself. But you were never meant for that life. You were born with iron in your bones. And the gym? That's your battlefield. That's where you remind yourself who the hell you are. This rebellion isn't loud. It's consistent. It shows up when your body aches, when your mind whispers, "Quit," and your soul answers, "Not today." No gimmicks. No excuses. No overnight hacks. You lift heavy because life is heavy, and you're training for it. This movement? It's about building warriors. Men and women who know pain but don't break. Who carry discipline like armor. And embrace discomfort like fuel. That's Iron Roots. We don't run from struggle, we grow from it. You know what's rare in this world? Realness. You see it in the ones who aren't perfect. Who don't have six-pack selfies, perfect lighting, or polished captions. But they show up. They grind. They evolve. This is about honoring your body, not just sculpting it. It's about progress that goes beyond the mirror. It's about training your mindset, your spirit, your purpose. You might have scars. So what? Those scars are sacred. They're proof you didn't fold. Proof that when life tried to crush you, you chose to rise. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you dangerous. The Iron Roots tribe celebrates strength with substance. You don't need to prove yourself to the world. You prove it to the iron, and that's enough. Discipline is not a punishment. It's freedom. It's the key that unlocks your evolution. You wake up early not because you have to, but because you've made a vow to yourself. To be better. To be stronger. To be real. You push the weight not because it's easy, but because it reminds you that you're alive. This path isn't about perfection. It's about resilience. It's about showing up even when you're tired, broken, or doubting yourself. It's about honoring your body as a temple of war, a vessel of your truth, and forging a legacy no algorithm can erase. Your discipline becomes your identity, and that identity is unshakable. You are not here to fit in. You are here to rise, to rebel against mediocrity, to ignite your iron roots and let the world feel your presence. No one will hand you power. You build it. You earn it. One rep at a time. One choice at a time. This is your rise. This is your rebellion. And no one can stop what's been forged in raw fire. You're not sculpting a body. You're awakening a force. And when that force walks into the room, it doesn't need to speak. The world feels it. Iron roots. Raw power. Unbreakable will. This is where the true ones rise, and the fake ones fade. Lift, fight, grow, and never forget where you came from. Now go. Not later. Not when it's convenient. Not when the stars align and life feels easy. Go now. Because the iron waits for no one. Because your potential won't unlock itself. And because the fire inside you didn't spark by accident, it's there for a reason. Lift more than just the weight in front of you. Lift the burden of your past and reshape it into power. Lift the limits off your mind. Lift the walls that society placed around your soul. Lift your standards, your vision, your drive. Lift like your purpose depends on it, because it does. Every time your hands grip that cold steel, you're building more than muscle. You're crafting a mentality, a code, a legacy. Not with others, not with noise, but with that voice in your head that says, "You can't. You're tired. You've done enough." Fight that voice with everything you've got. Fight with sweat, with scars, with silence. Because the quiet grind, that's where warriors are made. This world doesn't need more people trying to fit in. It needs more people willing to fight to stand out, to own their identity, to embrace their rawness, to be fully, unapologetically them. Grow through the pain. Grow when it's uncomfortable. Grow when no one's cheering. Because real growth doesn't happen in the spotlight. It happens in the shadows, in the early mornings, in the reps no one sees. Growth is the reward for consistency, for discipline, for sacrifice. It's the payoff for every time you showed up when you didn't feel like it. And growth? It doesn't just change your body. It transforms your soul. And never forget where you came from. Never forget the struggle. Never forget the hunger.